Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers and the third president of the United States, was deeply concerned about the concentration of power within the government. His thoughts on this matter were well documented, particularly in his notes on the state of Virginia. Jefferson's apprehensions about the potential rise of an American Caesar, a figure who could wield immense, unchecked power, continued to resonate in today's political discourse. Jefferson's vision for the new American Republic was one in which the separation of powers was meticulously maintained. He believed that the division of governmental powers into legislative, executive, and judicial branches was essential to prevent despotism. In his notes on the state of Virginia, Jefferson wrote, "All the powers of government, legislative, executive, and judiciary, result to the legislative body. In the Virginia Constitution of 1776, the concentrating these in the same hands is precisely the definition of despotic government." Jefferson argued that even if a plurality of individuals held these powers, it could still lead to oppression. He used the example of the Republic of Venice, where multiple despots governed, to illustrate that the number of rulers did not mitigate the potential for tyranny. The fear of elective despotism. One of Jefferson's primary concerns was the concept of elective despotism. He feared that even in a democracy, elected officials could accumulate excessive power, leading to a form of despotism that the American Revolution sought to avoid. He stated, "An elective despotism was not the government we fought for, but one which should not only be founded on free principles, but in which the powers of government should be so divided and balanced among several bodies of magistracy, as that no one could transcend their legal limits, without being effectually checked and restrained by the others." Jefferson emphasized the importance of having distinct and separate branches of government to ensure that no single entity could dominate. He warned against complacency, noting that even well-intentioned leaders could inadvertently overstep their bounds, leading to a gradual erosion of the checks and balances system. Jefferson was acutely aware of the potential for corruption within the government. He believed that human nature, influenced by power and wealth, was prone to corruption. He wrote, "Mankind soon learned to make interested uses of every right and power which they possess, or may assume. The public money and public liberty, intended to have been deposited with three branches of magistracy, but found inadvertently to be in the hands of one only, will soon be discovered to be sources of wealth and dominion to those who hold them." This observation underscores Jefferson's belief that without proper safeguards, government officials could exploit their positions for personal gain, leading to a loss of public trust and the degradation of democratic principles.
Jefferson's fears are particularly relevant in light of recent judicial decisions and political developments. For example, the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling in Trump v. United States has raised concerns about the extent of presidential immunity and the potential for an American president to wield unchecked power. The court's decision to deem the president a branch of government, unlike anyone else, has sparked debate about the balance of power and the risk of creating a modern-day Caesar. Jefferson's warnings serve as a reminder that the vigilance required to maintain a healthy democracy is ongoing. The separation of powers is not just a foundational principle but a practical necessity to prevent the rise of despotism. His insights into human nature and the dangers of concentrated power are as pertinent today as they were over 2 centuries ago. In conclusion, Jefferson's advocacy for a well-balanced government with clear separations of power reflects his deep-seated fear of an American Caesar. His writings remind us that the fight against tyranny and corruption is perpetual and that maintaining a just and fair government requires constant effort and vigilance.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my other videos on democracy, the election, and please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.